Salakia. Like I was saying, the breath of life, entering, coming back onto those bones, the sinews and the flesh and the skin, basically, coming back onto those bones is prophesied in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. Us getting this breath, all right, and giving us the understanding the bulk of our people are still in a docile state because of this curse right here, okay. And I want to get, and it says even thyself shall discontinue, which when you in discontinue is shamat, and this I believe this is to be loosened or to fall. Let's just double check. Yeah, let drop, or loose, rest, or fall. Okay, so when we fell from our heritage, right? So when you go into this word heritage, let's look at this word heritage. So it would to be loosened or to fall, okay, from our heritage. Now as you can see, we just brought up the last heritage, which was mawarash, okay, which meaning a possession, right? And then we look at this heritage, which means is nachal, okay. And when you go into this nachal, what is it saying? Possession, property, inheritance, okay, heritage, okay, inheritance, heritage. So as you saw within the heritage in Exodus, the sixth chapter and the 8th verse, you didn't see all of these when it says outline of biblical usage. It gives you one, and then it gives you A, B, and C, okay. Now with the blue letter, man, you gotta learn how to pick through the bones and get the understanding of what this is saying here. Now we know this is that with that possession, because if it was just the possession of the land, because that's what that damn devil was saying. Oh, this is speaking about the land. No, because if it was only speaking about the land, right? If you're reading of a context like we just read in Exodus the 6th chapter, it would have just said possession. Okay, because in that same verse, it mentioned the land and us receiving it from the Lord, because it was an oath. He swore unto our forefathers. Okay, but right now when you go into this, okay, let's look at this. Let's look this up. Inheritance. If this thing will load up, give it a second. Lord's will. Okay, right. So it says inheritance now. So I'm gonna read through these. It says he came to the comfortable inheritance, and that's just he's using this in a sentence. It says a legacy, bequest, endowment, birthright. Okay, estate, heritage. It says bestow, bequethal. It says benefaction. It says provision. It says his inheritance, the title, it says succession to what is that? Accession. It says assumption. It says to take over, elevation of. It says now. This is the Oxford American Writers Thesaurus. There's a comfortable inheritance, a legacy. It says endow, bestow, provision, birthright. It says heritage, right? His inheritance, succession to accession, assumption. Right. So let's look up. Birthright. If you let me do it. Matter of fact, let's just go straight to the heat. Let's just go to birthright, because we could type this in. Because what it, first of all, birthright. When you think about birthright, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Jacob and Esau. Okay, so that's the birthright that we fell from. So now let's go into birthright. Let's go look at this, man. Right, so let's look at this birthright. What is that? Bakar. What's that? Yeah, Bakara. I may be pronouncing that wrong. It says birthright. It says primogenitor. It says right of firstborn. Right. So let's just look at birthright. Let's see what encompasses that. Let's see what the dictionary gives us for birthright. Okay, because remember, the point is we're speaking about the two different heritage The one that was in Exodus pertaining to the land, and then the one that was in Jeremiah 17, okay, pertaining to what? Let's look. Right, okay. It says patrimony, inheritance, heritage, right, due. It says privilege, heritage, right, due, right, possession. It says a natural moral right possessed by everyone. No, this is not it. Let's see. Let's look at this. Actually, you want to know what? So lock here, bear with me. This ain't the one I wanted. In fact, let's look, because that's still a point. Let's look at the Edom. All right, so let's go here. But you wanna know what this mean is? No, that ain't gonna do it. It was another one. Of course, we went straight to this. Huh. It says Elder Tuna Soul, it says Genesis hand use symbolically for words. Salakia, bear with me, man. Because the point, I don't think it was this one. No, it wasn't this one, man. It was another word that I looked up and I went into it. But nevertheless, that's the point, man. The point is the words that we looked up, the ones that are located in Jeremiah, right? Because we read the Exodus already, right? And that was pertaining to the land. And it's Jeremiah 17 and 4. Was a different word, okay? It's a different Hebrew word, okay? Which has a different, which has a different, no, it was heritage. It was heritage, Salakia. That's, man, call all you have about Shemi Al-Shah, man. That was Satan. It says heritage, right? It says they have stolen their heritage, inheritance, birthright, patrimony. It says legacy, bequest, endowment. It says that this is the point. This is the second one. Europe's very cultural heritage, tradition, history, background, culture, customs, past. Okay? That's what a heritage is. This heritage, Nechal, the heritage Nechal that is written in Jeremiah the 17:4 is pertaining to the culture, the customs, everything that we were, everything who we are, we will forget it. Okay? Basically, it was beaten out of us. Okay? Which links up with the scripture. It should be a falling away first, a great falling away. Okay, this was prophesied in the scriptures, man. This is why we're waking up to who we are. Okay, this is why we're remembering ourselves right now. Okay, so like I said, getting into these Hebrew